Hey, what's up? It's Weird Beard from Checkpoint XP back again with more Valorant Masters coverage. Right now, I'm talking after a tough loss to Sentinels to my guy Nitr0 from 100 Thieves. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Hey, so like let's talk right off the bat. That was a real tough series, especially because you guys made it so tight on that last Haven map. What was the team feeling like going from that first map into the second after kind of the lopsided loss on the map?
Well, we adjusted from the first map. The first map was rough because we just, I don't know if we're like kind of scared going into it or just nervous for some reason, but there was a lot of hesitation, and we talked about it outside after the match. And I think the second map was obviously better, but there was still a lot of problems. It was mostly like um, our mid gaming was kind of bad, but um, along with being scared. So whenever we watch the VOD back, obviously we can fix like these little details. But overall, I think our grouping was pretty rough throughout the series, and that's something that you could fix with some VOD review, and then for like the emotions and stuff like that, we just gotta keep talking and play confident.
Now, one of the people that seemed to really, have a great performance on both maps was the new player Ethan. How do you feel, with Ethan in there? Are you guys gelling well with him?
Yeah, he's been doing great. He definitely brings a lot of experience from Counter Strike,
Mhm.
with the way that we're approaching the game nowadays. So fitting him in was very nice in terms of the overall strategy for our team and how we envision it. So it's been good.
And then one of the other changes that I saw between map 1 and 2 is from Sage to Breach. Tell me, how comfortable are you guys playing with Sage now? And, are you enjoying playing with a Breach?
Yeah, Sage and Breach are like our flex agents, so I've taken that role upon myself, and I don't know. I think overall, I think it's been a great change because it not only like shows a different look from our team, um, I think just in general makes our defense a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Because before the way we structured our game was that we had two duelists. We're running the two duelists, so we felt the need to like push something on a part of the map and then put like the sentinel on the other side. And it got really stale over time. So adding the Sage and Breach added more depth in our gameplay, and it's been working out.
Hmm. Now, one of the things that seemed to stymie you guys a lot was that Sentinels had a pretty good read on a lot of stuff that you guys were doing. How were your mid-game adjustments? Were you guys feeling like you were able to make some successful adjustments there, or like what was just not clicking for you?
Um, I think the main thing was like our grouping. Like we showed too much hesitation when once we actually regrouped and then had the mid game strat. Um, and we were getting a lot of like they were getting a lot of multi kills on us when they shouldn't be getting more than one there. And I think that's what it really boiled down to was once we actually grouped after the default was over, we were really hesitant and just slow on how we wanted to approach the bomb site. So like that's something that we can learn in VOD review and fix it for the next match.
Now, one of the big things is that you guys aren't going home. This is not a one and out situation for you at all. If you are to meet Sentinels again after their finals and you guys went back through the lower brackets, how confident are you coming back into that matchup again?
Well, obviously them having a stand-in is a little bit weird for our
Hmm.
prep because Sinatra is a big piece of that team, and he plays a big role. So implementing tens, like, and it's 10, so you don't really know what to expect since he's playing Jet. Jet
Yeah.
does like some crazy stuff, obviously. So it was a little bit harder prepping for them, but um, I think we treated it pretty well considering they have a stand-in and they know what we do, and we kind of didn't know what they do because
Hmm.
two of them are new agents, so it was like a little bit weird going into it. But I mean, they played well and they played with confidence, so um, they deserve that win.
One of the other things too, especially with this team, like my favorite thing about 100 Thieves as a viewer is that you guys, even going down by a large number, are still going to fight. You know what I mean? Like a lot of teams feel like they play to not lose, and you guys are playing to win. What's the kind of mentality that you guys are taking? Like, are you able to stay stronger than a lot of these teams, fighting for those last minute wins?
I think it just boils down to us having a lot of experience in Counter Strike. We're all
Hmm.
Counter Strike players, so we know what it takes to be resilient. And we've all had our comebacks before, and Counter Strike, and also just with this team in general, like we always come back. So we know that we're never out of it, and we have a strong mental reset round after round, and I think we're pretty good at stringing the rounds together when we're down as well. So I think it just boils down to those main things.
And you know, like one last thing before I get you out of here. You know, like you guys between Sentinels and 100 Thieves seem to have brought the most viewers to, you know, any Valorant kind of competition. Both people love both clubs, and, you know, like what does it feel like to really kind of be putting on as the forward front facing group? You know what I mean? Like you guys are so well known in the league and like within players as just being an awesome team to watch. What do you think it is that connects you with fans?
I think just obviously we have like a couple big streamers on the team, and then like me and Ethan have more of like a competitive background in terms of like championships and Counter Strike internationally and stuff like that. So I think it's like just a blend of things, and then Austin is just like a young fragger, so everyone wants to see him just pop off. And I don't know, I think we just have good personalities and bigger brands for the most part on this team. And then Sentinels obviously have some pretty big names, but they're playing really well, so teams want to see the rivalry, you know.
Well, I'm super excited to see those Galaxy brains in work. You know, you still have more matches here. Hopefully we're going to be able to see you win out through the lower brackets here. Nitr0, man, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.